Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for WAGS to Riches. Listen, this is a remake, so I really can't say season one. I guess it would be season one of the remake. Okay, episodes 1-8. Child, let's just wrap this thing on up in a nice little bow. Y'all know Netflix likes to put things out right away and all at once. Now, I have to say, I liked it better on E, but here we are, and these are my thoughts. So when the episode first opens up, I want to say this. It should have been called Guess Who's Pregnant? Because I have never seen so many pregnancy announcements on a reality show in my damn life. Anywho, we get introduced to the ladies. Sherelle is a mean girl that landed a ball player and gives every other woman that isn't the same skin tone as her a problem. And she's with Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Are they still together? Honey, I don't know because they playing a game, okay? Moving forward. This showed her and her little clique in a very high school popular girl versus everybody else type of way. And I didn't really like that. I didn't like that at all. So we're going to meet the WAGS, right? Of course, Ashley, who's married to Philip, she was on the original WAGS. And I really liked her on there. But then when she got on here, baby, I could have done without. Okay, because she was just as insufferable as Sherelle. We meet Alexis. Alexis is Amari Stoudemire's ex-wife. And when I tell you I loved everything about her, from her look to the way that she carried herself, the fact that we are the same age, and she treated everyone with respect. I really did like her. She's genuine. She hasn't changed herself to fit a certain aesthetic. She's the person that anchors the girls. Because, you know, it always has to be a neutral party. And that would be Alexis. She has a mind of her own, and I like that. Okay, it's only her and one other lady that have a mind of their own. Honey, they don't do what everybody else do. Oh, and Sherelle, just an FYI, the only reason that these girls even tolerate you is because they have all decided to be in real estate, and that is your lane. And they want to be where the money resides, where the money resides. Because let me tell you something. If they didn't work for you, they wouldn't even speak to you. Girl, they hate your laugh. Scene 1 of episode 1, they're down to the Miami Beach golf course. Ashley and Alexis roll up and they're like, oh, who is that laughing? Ashley says, ooh, that laugh is ridiculous. That right there told me that she don't really like you. The only reason why she rolling with you is for A, this show, and B, because she works underneath you. Okay. And really and truly, this is selling Miami, but they have given it another name because everybody's intertwined and mixed together. Child, was just a whole fool. But yeah, they don't like you like that. Then we have Portia, who can't think for herself. And she's a follower and she's a copycat. She likes to copy others. We'll get into it a little bit later. She said first episode that Sherelle is the popular girl. And if you're seeking to be a popular girl, then you hang with the popular girls. How old are we? What kind of sense does that make? This lady said, if Sherelle says you're out, then you're probably out. Okay. And who the hell is Sherelle? That's what I want to know. Because, baby, anything that she told me, I would look right at her and say, girl, I don't give a damn. Nobody can make me do anything that I don't want to do. And they can't make me not like somebody just because they say that they're out. Y'all have somehow made her think that she is the queen bee and you have put her on this pedestal and you guys are idolizing her. But I know quite a few people, okay, quite a few that would humble her real quick. But some kind of way, y'all have gotten to Miami and decided that Sherelle is HBIC, baby. And y'all have daughters. So I just feel like if the daughters are looking up to y'all and y'all are looking up to her, then they're doomed. Moving forward. Then we see Chad, child. Hey, sir. He out there wearing his ring, talking, I'm just getting my practice, you know, for when the real thing come along. Sir, you've been married before. You know how to wear a ring. We know you can't be trusted. Now, Portia's husband is a professional boxer and his name is Andre. Now, Sherelle to me is a try hard, but that's just me. Okay, maybe that's just me. Then we meet MJ, who really belongs on Love and Hip Hop. She is Kodak Black's children's mother and his on again, off again girlfriend. Her whole personality is Kodak Black and fighting over Kodak Black. I want to be the number one for Kodak Black. That's what she got going on. Her first scene, she was buying a Cuban link for her child. What is happening? What is happening? I mean, she got it honest though, because her mama gave her advice that let me know that she only cares about money, honey. So therefore, and thus and such, the apple don't fall far from the gold digging tree. She said she met Kodak at a concert. Now, mind y'all, she was in high school. She said they would talk and he would DM her. She would DM him. And then when she became of age, he reached out. So basically he was waiting in the wings and entertaining you as a minor. Now, when she was telling the story, she made it seem like, he was just waiting there. And as soon as she turned 18, he reached out to her. Now, I'm not sure if that's true or not, but I checked the ages and Kodak Black is 27. And on here, she said she was 22. Now, I don't know when this was shot, but okay, girl, you might not want to repeat that story. Then we meet Stoney. She's the ex of Ricky Rose. They have a 22-year-old together, and they separated when their daughter was 2. I was like, girl, not you on here still hanging on to that claim to fame. Not you on here like you and Rick just broke up yesterday. Girl, bye. Now, I really do like Stoney. Despite what everybody else feels about her, I like Stoney. I just want her to stop dry begging for acceptance. Girl, if they don't like you, fuck them. Okay? If they don't like you, forget them. There is no way I'm going to beg to sit at a table made of straw. Girl, absolutely not. Now, she had an X tape. Okay, y'all put the S in front of X. She had an X tape that was leaked by 50 Cent. Now, basically, she was with this man. She wanted to prove that she really loved this man. And so he pulled out his camera and she was like, lights, camera, action. Let's get into it. Okay. Now, baby, you're no Kim K, because Kim K turned hers into a multi-billion-dollar business. But for us, we're looked at as trashy, disgusting, disgraceful, despicable. So the man was mad at her because he had cheated on her and she outed him to his girl. That was around the time that Rick Ross and 50 Cent were getting into it, going back and forth and back. So the ex, being mad at her, sold 50 Cent the tape and 50 leaked it. Now, I want to say this, and this may be an unpopular opinion. I know a lot of people like 50 Cent, but he is very disrespectful to black women. There is no reason that she should have been collateral damage. He dogs Vivica Fox every chance he gets. He talks about every black woman that he could talk about. He done leaked this woman's ex tape, talks crazy about everybody else, but I didn't see him handle Chelsea Handler that way. Y'all remember when he dated Chelsea Handler? And baby, if you do not, please hop on the Googler. He speaks nothing but highly of that woman. But every other black woman, this is what you do? Okay. Now, him and Chelsea were the oddest pairing that I had ever seen in my life, but they were a thing. Now, don't get me wrong. I used to like him until I saw what time it really was. Because why do you keep disrespecting us? What is the issue? And it was something that he did, and I can't quite remember, that made me say, okay, I am officially unfollowing you, and I just don't want to have anything else to do with it. I can't remember what it was, but when it comes to my remembrance, I will bring it to yours. Moving forward. Now, they never invite Stoney to any of their little reindeer games, so Stoney is feeling left out. Alexis actually likes Stoney, and she doesn't follow behind Sherelle, so they meet up for lunch. Now, Sherelle is judging her. Okay, she's judging everything that Stoney does. Girl, we don't know what you've done before. The only difference between the two of you is that hers is out there and yours is not. I'm pretty sure if we put a camera in your house and we were a fly on your wall, people would be judging you as well. Now, her and Alexis, they're meeting for lunch, like I said, and Stoney told her about the X tape. And, she's telling her how it really made her so sad. She went to a depressive stage. She felt like she had let her kids down. She wanted to unalive herself. Feels so bad for her. Then she starts telling her that she still lives in the home that Rick Ross bought. Girl, if you don't move out that damn house. Girl, if you don't get out that house. And they are judging her when she was a victim. She was a victim. Was she a willing participant in the tape? Absolutely. Did she trust the man? Girl, why? You cannot trust them. Girl, never, ever tape yourself. Now, I know she probably knows that now because, girl, they will keep it forever. Even if they don't want you, they will keep it. They will keep it and they will hang it over your head every chance that they get. Now, I feel so bad for her because you have to think about this. The whole world is seeing you in your most vulnerable state. That's sick. And 50's beef with Rick should not have involved Stoney at all. Now, I know this man sold the tape to him and, 50 thinking, oh, this is one of Rick's ex, so I'm just going to go ahead and put it out. That's insane. Moving forward. In the next scene, all the ladies meet at Ashley's house for a little pool party and gossip session. Portia tells them that she has to show Stoney a house. And they want to know, is there any proof of funds? Here go Ashley. I mean, maybe it's Rick Ross money. I don't know. Does she have proof of funds? Does she really got the money? Why? Are you going to show her the house? Okay, like why? You sit up here being mean about this lady for what? To impress Sherelle? Y'all are so lame. Truth is, you don't even know why you don't like her. Just following the crowd. Y'all need to grow up. I cannot stand people that just follow behind somebody else's thoughts. What do you think? Why don't you get to know her for yourself before you sit here and try to clown her because you sitting in front of Sherelle when you was just clowning Sherelle when she couldn't hear you on that damn golf cart? See, y'all fake. All y'all fake. Moving forward. Then Sherelle brings up the X tape. So Ashley Googles it. And she's like, ooh, I see a little snippet of it. Here goes Sherelle talking about, yeah, and didn't she win some money? But that was like 10, 15 years ago. I don't know the story. I just know that there's a tape. Well, girl, stop speaking on things that you don't know about then. You don't know about the tape, then stop speaking on it. Then she gonna throw in, and I think they said she was like an escort or something. Girl, that's just something you threw in there. You could have left that and kept it to yourself. Girl, anyway. So Alexis is trying to get them to see that it was not her fault. The tape was leaked. She's actually a victim in this. She's like, come on, y'all. We can give her some grace. Like, why are y'all being so judgmental? I know Sherelle thought she ate when she got in that confessional talking about, if I can't benefit from you, I'm not around you. My bar is just set so high. Is it? Girl, do you know who you're engaged to? And what's so funny to me is that you hang with MJ who fought, okay, and got locked up. She fought over a Kodak Black and went to jail, but your bar is high? You mean you hang with people behind bars? I fixed it for you. There, I fixed it. Girl, bye. In the next scene, they all get together one night right at the Moxie. And we meet Keita. Baby, Keita is playing Stepford wife and her man playing in her damn face. He has 9 kids and she's pregnant, and she claims that 3 of the kids came when they were on a break. 3 kids? A break? Oh, no, ma'am. He would never see me again. Y'all will literally do anything to be with these men with money. So I just love him. So, I told him we're going to stick through this together. We're going to fight through this thing together. A lot of people think, wow, they have so many kids, but, no, I don't know. I don't want one with 1 child. Now, why would I want one with 9? Moving forward. So then we meet Jules. Baby, Jules is something else. She's a host. She's a publicist. She's a marketing manager. Okay, now she says she was a marketing manager for Yeezy, but then they let us know quickly that she was fired. Now, Jules always has an excuse for everything. It's never her. It's always someone else. We can agree to disagree, y'all. We can agree to disagree. Now, Sherelle, you was all on Stoney because of the blogs. And Jules has done and been caught in compromising positions on the blogs her damn self. But you mad at Stoney? So everybody is mixing and mingling at Moxie, right? And then Stoney shows up. Well, baby, what's she do that for? Now, Portia is the one that invited Stoney. So Sherelle instantly started turning her nose up. Girl, if you can stand there and kiki with Jules, then you can get to know Stoney. Okay, please cut it out. Now, at first, she said she didn't like her because of the blogs. And mind y'all, she didn't even know if Stoney had won the case against 50. Then she gets in the confessional talking about, well, I just don't like her because she still lives in Rick Ross's house and she didn't buy her own house and she won all that money. Didn't Portia say that she was showing her a house? Weren't you present for that? And why are you pocket watching her? What's the real reason why you don't like her? Because you've come up with at least 4 and none of them make any sense. Is it because she doesn't fit the aesthetic? Because what y'all don't understand is some of these women really be out here friending other women because they look alike. They don't have not one thing in common. They got bricks for brains, probably don't clean their damn house, don't take care of their damn kids. But because they all look alike, they're friends. And you sit up in this confessional calling her a senior citizen when y'all look the same age. And let's not age shame, baby, because you look older than Alexis and she's 42. And you're 10 years younger than she is. So I'm a little bit confused as to why we're age shaming this woman, because she looks good, whatever the age is. So she's over there talking down on her, and Jules wanted to know, have any of you ever taped yourselves before? And some of them were like, yeah, I have. And she's like, okay. Sometimes I want to look back at it like, what are y'all mad for? So then Stoney came over there and Jules said, girl, these bees don't like you because you had sex on camera. So Sherelle pipes up saying, well, I just said that I wouldn't F with you because of your reputation. So Stoney is trying to figure out what reputation and why are you judging me? I was the victim. Somebody leaked this tape. I didn't do it. Somebody did that to me. Here goes Sherelle talking about, well, what about the escort? Sherelle, please. You don't even know this woman. You're just going based on something you saw on the blogs. And see, the funny thing about this is that people want you to believe what they saw on the blogs about somebody else. But when it's about them, that's untrue. How could you guys believe what you read on the blogs? Which one is it? Can we believe them or not? Please let me know. So Stoney pulls her to the side because she's trying to figure out, why are you judging me? Like, why are you treating me this way? So Sherelle is like, well, it's because of what I read on the blogs and this whole tape and everything. Sherelle, people in glass houses, honey, you are acting like you're perfect. And truth be told, it's giving colorism. Okay, y'all in Miami, let's be real. It's a stigma. Please cut it out. I don't know why Stoney is even trying to plead her case. Girl, Sherelle is giving HBIC and her minions are right behind her. And this is very reminiscent of Evelyn and OG. Now, if you don't know, then you should have been watching Basketball Wives back in the day, because that's exactly what this is giving me. So then Stoney decides to leave because y'all will not sit up here and make me feel bad when I'm already at my lowest. And the thing is, you don't know what someone's mental health is like. So y'all at this big grown age in your 30s and 40s being mean girls, some of you really have arrested development. Now, I do not know what the point of this show was, but it gave absolutely nothing. So then when Stoney left, here goes Sherelle. Ooh, y'all be bringing hood rats and hoodlums. How is she any of those things? When she pulled you to the side, she never once raised her voice, and she left a space where she was clearly unwanted. You done sold a few houses and you think your don't stink. I would have left too. And girl, I feel like it's a little bit of projection going on, because what she did not give hood rat or hoodlum. Moving forward. Over on the other side of town, Stoney owns a boutique and she's trying to make it happen. Like I said, I like her. Now, her and Chad are talking about this wedding, but I don't know if this is even happening now, because the two of them act like they can't stand each other. Then she turns around and says on podcasts that the two of them are best friends. So therefore, and thus and such, I'm confused. Next up is Sade. Now, I really like Sade with her pretty self. She's just pretty and independent, honey. She does not let none of them tell her how to think, and she stands up for what she thinks is right. She's a swimsuit designer, and she is engaged to a football player named Connor. Okay, well, his name is Robbie, and Connor is his last name. So anywho, she also knows how to be her own person. And she's also very loyal to the people that she calls friends. Over on the other side, Keita and Sherelle, they go to look at a potential home for her to purchase for her and her husband's kids, okay, because he got enough of them. The home is listed at $49 million. Ain't no way. Just ain't, baby. I have to make sure that I'm going to stay in that home for as long as I shall live. $49 million. Even if I had it, I don't think I would spend $49 million on a home. I mean, don't get me wrong. The home was stunning, but $49 million US dollars. Child, that's crazy. So she's sitting up here. Keita is sitting up here telling Sherelle about a situation that she had with Sade. It was their first time meeting each other. Basically, some of the WAGs had a suite and they all put in on it, right? And so she was filming for Hard Knocks, and it was really cold outside that day. That was the day that they had a blizzard. And she was wanting to know if she could come into the suite and film. And Sade said that she couldn't come inside to film whatever it is she needed to film from Hard Knocks. Now, Sherelle heard one side of the story. Now she talking about, oh, it's because she's jealous. Sade is jealous of you. What? What would she have to be jealous about? Somebody, let me find out that little nice girl thing is all an act. You couldn't wait to call this girl jealous. What exactly would she be jealous of? Because her man and Sade's man are the same age. Both of them were talking about becoming extinct as far as NFL is concerned, but they still have the speed, and they were both on the same team. Just because he is now doing something different doesn't mean that she's jealous. What would she be jealous of? Like, y'all just use that and throw it out at any given moment. Oh, she jealous. Of what? In the next scene, Portia is having a Mother's Day brunch for her brand, Bad Good Mom. And I think that's cute. So all the ladies except Stoney were invited, of course. And we know Portia gonna follow up behind her leader. Tell her when to drink her water. Child, a mess. You know who Portia looks like? She looks like the lady from the Atlanta show. The Atlanta real estate show. And I follow her on Instagram too. I think, what's her name? Tiffany? I think her name might have been Tiffany. But anywho, that's who Portia reminds me of. She looks a lot like her. So anyway, Portia says Sade wasn't invited either because she's been getting bad vibes, and it just doesn't seem like things are going right. But Sade is coming because Jules invited her. So they sit down for brunch. Jules is asking, oh, okay, so who all's coming? Sherelle talking about, Stony Baloney will not be invited. Okay, girl, we get it. She can't sit here. We got it. You don't want her sitting at the table with you. Girl, we get it. So MJ, fresh out on bail, hey, girl, she shows up last. Mind you, nobody's judging her. Okay, the girl just got through scuffling and nobody's judging her. Nobody's saying a thing to her. Now, she's not a victim of this. This is something that she willingly participated in. But y'all judging Stony? Okay. So they're sitting down. They're telling MJ that somebody at the table is mean. So MJ say, I know who's mean. And everybody's like, who? MJ said, you, Sherelle. Now, what I did like about MJ is that she straight up told her, yes, you are giving mean girl. Even though she works for her and Sherelle cuts her checks, she still let her know, girl, you're mean. Baby, these younger girls are not afraid of Sherelle and her status. Okay, they're not finna let you play in their face. She said, how am I mean? Because you are. You are. I don't know how you don't see it. Watch these episodes back and tell me how you're not mean. So Jules tells them that they looked her up. They looked up Stony and she's a victim. And they feel bad for her because it's really not her fault. So Sade is telling them that they need to just all try to coexist. So Sherelle is still on that BS talking about, well, I mean, we can be in the same building, but not at the same table. Girl, I wouldn't want to sit at a folded card table anyway. Child, I wish I would, honey. Absolutely not. So now she watching her pockets, talking about, it just really frustrates me that Stony had more than any of us, had more money than all of us. And she just blew it, trying to hang out with people and be accepted. And I mean, at this grown age, I'm not trying to raise no grandma. She should know better. Why do you keep calling her that? Why? So then Ashley brought up Sade and Keita and how if Sherelle is being a mean girl, then Sade, weren't you being a mean girl when you wouldn't let her come inside up out of the cold? But Sade quickly corrected them. She said, okay, let me tell you what it is and what it is not, because clearly y'all got the story wrong. She gathered them all the way right on up. Do you hear me? Gather them on up. Come to find out, Sade is not the one that said that she couldn't come in there on her own. They took a vote and the collective said, you need to shimmy and shake outside in the cold. Okay. And that's just that on that. Moving forward. Now listen, I probably would have said yes, but that's just me. I would not have even taken a poll because you're in the cold. It's cold outside. So me being a human and human nature, I'm going to say, girl, it's cold outside. Y'all can film in here. But that's just me. So Portia is co-signing because y'all know that's what she like to do. Then Sherelle is talking about, I just can't deal with fake bitches. Sade said, fake? Who you calling fake? She said, well, then don't deal with me then. Listen, I'm not Stony. You not about to little girl me. I said, baby, I know that's right. Here goes Sherelle talking out loud, trying to talk over her. Yes, Stony is the hood rat. Stony is the hoodlum. She was talking so loud and Sade said, girl, why are you yelling? You are the oldest one at this table. Like, why are you yelling? Actually, she wasn't the oldest one at the table. Alexis is, but you would never know that. Okay. And why are you yelling? I instantly liked Sade after that. I said, baby, you my kind of girl. So after they got done going off on each other, Portia reveals that she's pregnant. Congratulations, girl. Moving forward. In the next scene, MJ went to meet with her mom, who basically told her, it's okay that he cheats on you and disrespects you. Girl, forget about the self-respect because his bank account and his money long. He has a few zeros and being disrespected comes with it. You know, whether you're with the man at the Home Depot or the man that makes the money. All men cheat. It's a part of maturity. Girl, what? That is awful advice. I don't care if he makes $1 million a minute. There is no reason for him to cheat on you and degrade you. Your daughter is watching you. I would never even sneeze in a Kodak's Black direction, but that's just me. But since you have sneezed in his direction and laid it low and spread it wide and y'all got 2 kids together, you need to show your daughter that a man is to respect you. Don't be listening to what your mama talking about, honey, because she ain't talking about nothing. Moving forward. Over on the other side, Ashley and Alexis meet up, and Alexis set her up with Jonathan, who is an ex-NFL player. Listen to me, Alexis. Okay, I know you like Jonathan. Jonathan seems like a cool dude. He brought you over. Y'all cooked. He was your sous chef. It was a very intimate moment. You were smitten. He took you on the beach. You had your thong on, and everything was fine. I get it. Okay, I get it. But you still have family dinners with Amari on Sundays. This man said he's not even used to dating women who has kids. Now, it's cute for what it is, but this is just to get your feet wet. Okay, and something else. No, okay, that's all this is for. I cannot see y'all being long term. I just cannot. She is so sweet, and I feel like she's going to find her person, but Mr. Jonathan is not your person. He is not. In the next scene, all the ladies meet at Victory. Baby, this one is finna get ready to go down. All the ladies meet at Victory. It's like a little cute restaurant lounge type of vibe. Now, they were all squished and squished up in that booth, but I was like, okay, y'all, we're just gonna go with it. Now, Stoney actually showed up as well. So the first two people to arrive were Jules and Stoney. They were sitting at a separate table. Stoney, MJ, and Jules were all at one table, and the rest of the ladies were at the other. So they were acting like they ain't even see them at first. So then MJ and Jules went over there to speak. So then they call Stoney over. She comes over there to speak as well because Sherelle has not yet made it. Then she goes back over to her table. Then Sherelle arrives with Chad. Portia and her husband show up next, and everybody is saying congratulations because, you know, she just announced they were having a baby and whatnot. So Jules is still sitting at the table with everybody that's not Stoney. So Jules is still sitting at the table and everybody's talking about babies. So Sherelle looks at Jules and she says, do you want more? And Jules said, I mean, if it's in God's plan. Now, this lady named Kania, she goes and sits at Stormy's table. Now, Kania is someone who works at the firm. So I'm assuming that she works with Sherelle. That's what I'm assuming. So she's talking about how Jules is a culture vulture and she's been saying things about black women on the internet. And they're trying to figure out, well, exactly what did she say about black women? She was like, she just been saying stuff. She has been saying stuff about black women. So MJ said, well, I'm cool with her. And I just want to change the subject. So the lady was like, no, we're going to talk about the subject at hand, which is that white woman who is a culture vulture. That's what we're going to talk about. So they called Jules over to address the situation. And then when she came over there, the lady was like sitting on mute. She really wasn't saying anything. Now, the first mistake was them sitting next to each other. I was like, oh, this finna go left. Because why y'all sitting next to each other? That's just stupid. So Jules is trying to figure out what's going on. Like, why y'all call me over here? So everybody's just looking. So then some guy at the table, he says, well, they saying, she said you're racist. And the lady said, did I say racist out of my mouth? I said culture vulture. And then MJ goes, well, that's racist. No, that's not the same as being racist. Hop on the Googler, honey. It's not the same. So she asks Jules, what is a culture vulture to you? So then Jules looks at this black woman and she says, what do you do for the culture? Yeah, no, that's not going to work for me. Baby, she's a black woman. She is the culture. I didn't like that. Now, y'all might disagree with that, but I didn't like that. You are not going to turn to a black woman days away from Black History Month and then say to her, what do you do for the culture? Ma'am, she's the culture. What are you talking about? See, just because you sleep with black men doesn't mean you are doing things for the culture. It means you're doing the culture. Like, let's be very, very, very clear. So the girl is trying to explain, but girl, why? Why are you trying to explain? So I do real estate and I do things for the community and I get people in homes. So Jules is telling her, girl, you don't even know me. So then Kania says, well, I'm a real estate agent. And Jules said, B, that has nothing to do with the culture. Strike two. Because why are you calling her out her name? And you do that often. You are very loose with the B's and the H's and the D. You do that often. Okay, you do. So she brings up Jules asking if she could wear an N-word shirt to a festival. So Jules tried to lie. She was like, when did I say I want to wear that? Huh? When? But they pulled up the receipts. It's an old tweet that she tweeted asking if she could wear a particular shirt to a festival. So she told her, you need to relax. So they started going back and forth and back. Now, the woman was wrong for pointing her finger in Jules's face. She was. But Jules telling her, lower your motherfucking voice, and talking to her and calling her B's and this and that. I would have been pointing at you too. Because, girl, who you talking to? That's number one. Don't talk to me like that. And everybody want to go off. Well, the lady who was pointing her finger, she had already cussed this lady out not once but twice. Okay, twice. So, baby, now they fighting. I'm talking about bing, 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 bing. Baby, they fighting. Now, I'm not saying Jules is all the way wrong, but she did fight in them people's establishment. Now, she didn't start it because the lady put her finger in her face, but she did hit the lady first. So I'm just like, girl, what are you doing? Now, I felt bad for Jules for like 2 seconds while she was being taxed, because baby, she was tearing her up. Do you hear me? Baby, she was tearing that head up. But then after they let each other go, Jules hit us with the microaggression, talking about, yeah, my hair is real. Oh, no, ma'am. See, and on that note, I don't give a damn. I'm sorry. I don't let them play in my face. I don't let them say little slick stuff and just try to act like, well, they ain't never did it to me. Baby, they never did it to you, to your face. And sometimes they do it and they try to do it sneaky, like what she's saying right here. Oh, no, baby, my hair is real. Now, y'all can feel how y'all feel. Y'all know I love y'all. But I'm not about to let this lady sit in my face and ask what I do for the culture as a black woman. That didn't sit well with me. But for the other woman, that was not the place to discuss that. And it could have been handled better. It really could have. In the next scene, the ladies met and they decided that they were not messing with Jules no more. Sherelle said Jules was calling her, talking about, yeah, you were horrible. And so here go Ashley talking about, no, but she hit another black woman. Another black woman? Is Jules black? That's not how you say that. She hit a black woman. Not she hit another black woman. That would imply that she black and they fighting. Come on now, Ashley, get it together. Moving forward. So now they're upset because she didn't take any accountability for her part in the fight. So Sherelle said Jules told her that she was upset that Sherelle was asking her about kids. And she was like, I don't even know why she upset about that. I don't even know what she's talking about. Now they feel that they've given her a lot of grace, but she keeps playing in their face every chance she gets. And like Alexis said, the physical altercation was very disappointing. I have to agree, especially when you're putting on a show like this. And even just because of who you are, why are you fighting like a person off the street? Jules has a reputation of doing and saying things against black people in general. I don't know if y'all know, but you really need to research it. And I feel like Jules got comfortable because she's always in black spaces, but she's afforded luxuries that we are not. And especially at this time, we got to pay attention to that. She can do all that. She can fight, she can yell, she can get up, she can act a fool, and they will still find a way to make an excuse for her. Now, for me, I feel like she should have gotten up when she realized what she had been called over there for. Girl, you talking some old mess you done seen on the internet. Let me leave. Because, see, y'all finna piss me off. The same way Stoney got up and excused herself because she saw what time it was with Sherelle, that's what Jules should have done. Moving forward. Now, I'm no Sherelle fan, but I do agree that it should not have gotten physical. I agree with her when it comes to that. Now, Portia said Jules didn't own her part. Not that it's all her fault, but she didn't own her part in it. And like she said, they're in Florida. People want to act like it's not a race thing, but it's very much so a race thing. So Jules met with Sade across town, and she's telling her that the reason why she was so upset is because she had just terminated her pregnancy that same day, and she was already on edge, and she really didn't want to come. Why would you even go out there? Y'all, listen to me. Outside is not that important. I know people always want you to be in the mix and always want you to do stuff, and y'all are shooting a show, but that's just a day that you should have been absent. Now, she said she had talked to Sherelle prior to going to this, right? And she had told her about it. So when she sat there and looked at her and started talking about kids, it threw her off. Now, Sherelle, you know damn well not to ask this woman about kids after finding out something like that. Why would you even go to her and ask her a question like that? I wouldn't want to be around none of y'all. But that's just me. I wouldn't want to be around any of these ladies with the exception of Alexis and Sade. That's why I just stay to myself, because it's too much mess. So Jules is making excuses like she liked to do, but she shouldn't have hit that woman. And that woman shouldn't have put her finger in her face. But girl, you ain't finna sit up here and tell me, lower my motherfucking voice and what have you done for the culture and be this and be that and beep, 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 beep. You're not finna talk to me like that. I'm sorry, you just not. Instinctively, people will want to grab your finger if it's in their face. So I feel like both of them played a part. But this is where Jules lost me. It's like she be talking a little bit of sense, but then she lose me. Because her saying that she wanted to spit in Sherelle's face, y'all might not take this seriously. Y'all might not. But if y'all don't know why I'm upset about that statement, then you need to read about our history of being spit on and being hosed. Why would you think the first thing to come to your mind is I wanted to spit in her face? Oh, baby, hell no. You can never be around me. But that's just me. Now, I'm a different kind of person. Now, if she could be around y'all and y'all think, oh, Jules is cool, Sherelle is, baby, two things can be true. Jules ain't worth a damn and neither is Sherelle. Moving forward. So Sade said in her confessional that Jules has never shown her any kind of negativity, and she knows for a fact that she is not a culture vulture. Sade, do you know what that means? I say, what now? Oh, okay, girl. I'm trying to figure out what's the difference between her and Kim K. Quickly. Oh, okay. Episode 4. After that, it was basically a bunch of nothing. So we can just go on through it. Sherelle is shopping and closing deals on a merger. She's now going to be doing a development for housing or, for housing for the people in Miami, which I think is a big thing. So congratulations, a Black woman developer. That is major, but you need to fix that attitude. Stoney is trying to get her boutique together. Now all of a sudden Sherelle can tolerate her, but let's be serious. She still don't like Stoney and Stoney still don't like her. She brought her friend to help with the boutique, right? He come up in there looking around, clowning her. The only reason why y'all came here is to clown this woman, and you know that. Sherelle, you are just not a nice person. Outside, she kept telling Stoney, well, no, you need to do this like this. And Stoney kept telling her, I am in fast fashion. I don't have the Chanel and the Alexander McQueen. I don't have that in here. Like, I don't have that in my store. She's like, well, I'm just trying to tell you so you can level up. Ma'am, she has to get rid of the inventory she has before she can level up. She's trying to figure out a way to break even because she got overzealous. She thought, okay, all the girls in Miami are going to come here and make $1 million. And she wasn't thinking. Okay, it's more than a notion to own a business. She didn't do her research. Stoney, one thing I'm going to say to you, and I'm speaking directly to you, honey, is you need to start thinking things through. You fly by the seat of your pants a lot. And once you reach a particular age, you need to start making decisions based on logic and not emotions, because I see a lot of pattern in you where you just do things and then you think about them later. Let's not do that. Okay, let's not do that. But I know you meant well, girl. You had got that money and you thought you was going to parlay that money into a business. Now, don't get me wrong. That's a good idea, but you should have kept it strictly online. Now, on here, you asked, should I just shut down the brick and mortar and just do it online? And you should. Yes, you should. Moving forward. Now, I don't want to personally open a boutique, and Stoney said that she was selling everything wholesale, but I will buy a piece or two because I want to support the lady. Okay, she got a dream, and, I just want to help her. In the next scene, Sherelle went to dinner with Chad and their attorneys to discuss the prenup, and they could not agree on anything. Now, this was given real rocky, real tumultuous. If that was the prenup, then they would have had a nasty divorce. When I say nasty, now the original date was 2/2/25. Now we're coming up on February rather quickly, so we all know that's not happening. Over on the other side, Keita meets with Portia to have lunch. And so they're talking about having babies, and Keita told Portia that she wanted to have a home birth with water. So Portia told her, no, girl, you poop a little bit. And she said, no, I didn't know that. Now, not all ladies poop, because I didn't do no pooping. Baby, I pushed my baby right on out and went on by my business. But that's just me. But it does happen quite often. Now, after she tried to dissuade her from doing it, she turned right around, went to the doctor with her husband, and said that she wanted to have a home birth. I said, child, see, that's why I don't let nobody talk me out of what I want to do. People will really trick you out of your spot. Girl, you sitting up here telling her why she shouldn't do it, and then 2 seconds later, you tell the doctor you want to have a home birth? Okay, girl. Moving forward. In the next scene, Sherelle and Sade, they talk it out. But Sade still don't trust her, and I don't blame her at all. They talked it out, so that's fine. Ashley has a glamping event, and they keep trying to make Keita and Sade a thing. They're trying to make this a big issue, but Sade is like, girl, I'm fine. Keita's fine. We're talking. We're cool. Y'all just want to keep this going. Y'all need to drop it. Okay, I'm not going to say it again. Now, at this glamping event, everybody is trying to figure out if Sade is pregnant. And she's like, no, I'm not pregnant. What are y'all talking about? I am not pregnant. Y'all need to really cut that out. And baby Sade said, look, y'all not about to use me for drama. Honey, I know that's real. Jules goes by Stoney's boutique, and they're sitting down and they're talking. And Jules is talking to Stoney, and Stoney basically said, Ocho Cinco wanted me. She said Ocho Cinco was in her DMs. Listen. Baby, I need to go check my DMs. He probably in there too. Baby, this don't make no sense. Chad, what is wrong with you? You in everybody's DMs at all times, honey. This is a fool. She said she wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole. She said, no, thank you. He's just not my steez, okay? So then Ashley has a fundraising event at Alexander Wang for homeless veterans. Jules shows up again and she pulls Sherelle to the side. They get to talking and Jules tells Sherelle how she felt about the kid question. Of course, Sherelle dismisses her because she's trying to act oblivious. Jules said, nobody even checked on me after the fight. Like, what y'all really got going on? Sherelle was acting like she didn't know what was happening. Girl, you know dang on well that lady had told you what happened. So why would you even ask her that? Then she got in a confessional saying, Jules brought her single ass over to the table, so I included her in the conversation. You know what? It's so funny that you talk about her being single. Now look at you. Okay? Now look at you. So then she says, I don't even remember Jules telling me anything like that. Girl, you remember somebody telling you that they had to lay on a table and they're no longer pregnant. Be very for real. Now, please do not play. I don't like when people patronize me. You know dang on well that you remember what this lady is talking about. Then she gonna say, and plus, I don't even believe her because the next day she was taking pictures in bikinis. Now that's low. Whether or not you believe her or not, I don't understand why that would come out of your mouth. You're just trying to take the heat off you. You did something ignorant and you did something insensitive. And instead of owning that, now you're trying to make it like, well, I don't even believe in no way. Okay, girl. Moving forward. So they want to know what that had to do with her fighting. Like, girl, what does it have to do with anything? Jules needs to accept the fact that she fought. That's it. That's all. Girl, you had a fight. You talking about everything but the fight. Jules always got an excuse for her actions. Now, to me, she was wrong for hitting that woman. But yeah, okay, yeah, you cannot go around invading people's personal space. You cannot. But Jules started cussing that lady out first, so you cannot tell that lady how to respond. It's just a mess all the way around. Jules is also way too comfortable calling us B's and H's. Now, she might can call y'all that, but I don't play like that. She is just way too comfortable. And someone in the group, I don't know who it was, they said it perfectly. She's not to blame for the fight, but she isn't blameless. Okay, she got to take some responsibility for it. So Jules gets mad. She leaves. She's like, none of y'all are my friends. I'm done. Okay, girl. So the next day, her and Alexis meet up. Jules has yet another excuse. Well, I was loud because I was jet lagged. I was tired. I was hungover. Girl, what does that have to do with you getting loud at that woman's event? What does it have to do with it? Alexis is trying to explain how it looks, her behaving like that out in public. Jules said, well, if somebody has their finger in my face, then it's up and it's stuck. Now, I think Jules should have stayed home in the state that she was in because she already was going through it. So she took her anger out on that woman. And I think that's how things escalated. But you have to know your limits. If you do not have the emotional bandwidth to be around people, then don't. Okay, just say no. Girl, I ain't coming. I'm sorry. I ain't going to be able to do it. Moving forward. So Alexis is preaching. Jules is eating. I think it went in one ear and out the other. In the next scene, Keita and her husband had a volleyball game and everybody, including Jules, came out. Now, Jules showed up with a new little dip and everybody was looking like, wait a minute, ain't that the guy that be kind of like saying stuff about black people? Like, why would she bring this man to this event? What is really going on? So everybody is there. They're confused as to why Jules brought this boxer. And they were right about Sade being pregnant because she announced it at the volleyball game. She was protecting her peace along with her babies. And I said, I know that's right, honey. I wouldn't have told him nothing either. She was like, I hope y'all don't think I'm a liar. Listen, you are entitled to keep your personal business your personal business. You shared at the time you felt comfortable. Once you got through your first trimester and you knew everything was good. So I commend you for that. Being so young and able to make decisions like that. I admire that. I really do. And a lot of other people can learn from that, especially some of the women in this group. In the next scene, Sherelle has an event to celebrate her becoming a developer. So now the final scene gave scripted to me. Okay, this is episode 8, the final scene. Stoney is standing against the bar and she's talking to MJ. She's telling MJ that the people are saying that Chad and Sherelle have a PR relationship and it's nothing more than a stunt. Okay, it's just them trying to build up their businesses. Now, the reason why that doesn't make any sense to me is because people know Ocho Cinco. He don't got to be with nobody for clout. Now, I will say that. So that didn't make sense. Now, I had never heard of Sherelle before selling Tampa, so I can't quite say, but I do not think that this is a relationship of convenience or PR. I just don't see it. So the final scene, as I said, gave scripted. Stoney goes to sit down with Sherelle. And I don't know, y'all, it just seemed fake. It seemed fake and it seemed out of place. And also another thing I want to say, the editing was very poor on this 8-part series because we see Stoney wearing the exact same outfit after the fight in her boutique, sitting with Alexis. that she was wearing an episode ago sitting with someone else. So I don't know who edited this, child, but it was a whole fool. They sit down. It seemed fake. Stormy brings up the street saying that her and Chad have an open relationship and like they're allowed to do them because Chad likes to get down in the threesomes and whatnot. Sherelle sitting there looking with that eyebrow up, looking like The Rock. And then Sherelle, of course, denies it and scene. And that was the end of episodes 1 through 8. Child, I guess all I'm going to say is we don't need a season 2. We do not need a season 2. I liked it better when it was just about the sports wives and, you know, it seemed like they had an air about them. They were doing things. They were friends. It showed something different. But this right here, I didn't like this. I just didn't like it. And that's just that on that. Y'all comment down below. Tell me exactly what you thought about episodes 1 through 8. If you've watched them. I binge watched it in one day. So I decided to come on over here and give y'all the review. This is the season wrap up. All right, comment down below and I'm going to comment back. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.